Hello, in this video, I'm going to quickly show you a couple of ways how to quickly look up students' Green River email address. With the recent move to CTC Link, students now have the ability to update their records with their personal preferred email instead of their official Green River email address. You need to look up a student's Green River email address. You will not be able to look that up on CTC Link. So in those cases, I'm going to quickly show you two ways how to get a particular student's Green River email address. Maybe you want to communicate with them officially through Green River email address channels. Maybe you want to encrypt the emails, whatever the case may be. Okay, first method would be using Outlook. This by far is beneficial if you want to look up one or two email addresses. You have a particular student in mind, so you open up Outlook and then you type the student's student's full name on the toolbar. For example, I have a test student here called test enrollment, and right there. So whoever the student that you're looking up, just type their first name and last name, and their email address will automatically show up. Then you say you are a rock star. Or whatever your email you want to send, you can do so here. Okay, method number two. Suppose you want to send more than one, more than two, more than a few students. To look it up via method one through Outlook will be quite laborious. So in case you want en masse, this is by far the easiest way that I have found out. And in fact, your gradebook in Canvas comes to your rescue. Let's take a look at that. So in order to access the student email addresses in your gradebook, all you have to do is go to your particular class. In my case, I'm just going to my IT 460 class, go to your gradebook, and then go to actions. You drop down on the actions and you just click export. And what this does, it exports to what's called a CSV file right there. Okay. It would normally drop this CSV file extension. CSV stands for comma separated value. I will show you what one looks like. You save the file. It'll normally drop it into your downloads or whatever you have set up on your computer by default. And you click OK there. And then it opens up a file that looks like this. Okay. So this is your gradebook exported. And this is the name of the file, as you can tell. And it looks a little cringy. So I go to my leftmost and then double click on one of those separators and it spreads it out. So you can see my list of students, IDs, sys user ID. I have no idea what that is. And then the column that you are interested in is right here. It's called sys login ID. And lo and behold, all these email addresses are their student.greenriver.edu email address. What I normally do now is I save this file away in OneDrive. And so whenever I want a student's Green River email address, I can always go and look it up. For example, I want to send an email to Jack Sparrow. All I have to do is copy, paste it into Outlook, or take the entire thing here. Control C, go to my Outlook, and I can do a Control V, and voila, there you go. And then you have all those email addresses, and then you can send it out. So thanks for watching.